Yeah, but I think a lot of black immigrants create a lot of confusion when they just call themselves black and they don't specify who they actually are. Like, just them calling themselves
Hello?
black should be the end of the story. Like, no. Like, who are you, really? You can't just call yourself black, or you definitely can't just call yourself black American either. Like, specify who you are.
Okay. Right. Hold on, Zuka. So we got a new person.
Yes, Blondium. Do you want to
Hi, love's world, and to the panel. It's my first time here. Please pardon me if maybe I don't stick to etiquette, but it was an
Okay, hold
interesting
on.
topic. I thought,
What's your
sorry.
ethnicity, ma'am? What's your ethnicity?
Oh yes, I was going there. I just thought I should just mention that if I get it wrong, please pardon me. I'm from South Africa, and this topic was interesting to me, especially the immigration part of it. The examples I will make probably will not be the same. But firstly, I must say, I joined when there's a gentleman who was speaking, Lenzi, I've forgotten, I don't see him now here.
Landry?
So I needed to correct something, certain things. One, colonization did a number on all of us, whether you're in Americas or you're in Africa. Because we are speaking amongst ourselves and whites are making money and they've done it since time in memoriam. One, we've got distorted views about how certain things happen and nobody suffered more than the other. But I was worried about, because he said he's 30 as a young man, and he said all he was exposed to in terms of America was these movies that blacks are the hood, things like the hood or blacks and all those things. I wanted to rebut and said, we growing up in South Africa, we learned about black history, black American history. We knew what you guys went through, and most races and most people are beneficiaries today in America because they stand on your shoulders. If it wasn't for you walking on coal, some wouldn't be there. I'm not a migrant. I'm a South African, and I don't aspire to even go to any other country. But immigration is a problem because we're making the news now. And the things that you say resonate with me because immigrants come to South Africa. That's why maybe we're making news and most distorted. We were the last to get democracy, not even by blood, through negotiation, which is haunting us now. And the people with upper hand who had ruled us were the whites, and that's why we're still at the back foot and we're in majority. We are at the back foot. We still work for the white man. We're still, I like a better word. We're still just as enslaved, yet we're in majority. We don't have land. We don't have this. We don't have that. The minerals, we are rich in minerals. Few of us who were handed over or got handouts, our elders who were in the negotiating table. You can't win democracy or any form of power without blood being shed, unfortunately. That's why we are still where we are. Immigrants come to South Africa. They tell us how we are lazy. I don't know who they thought built South Africa because the white men did not put any brick and mortar on any building. They don't put any tar on any road for whatever it is. For an example, Johannesburg, which is a common city. The gold that was dug, there was not dug by hands of white men. It was black men who left their homes to sit to stay in the city, not even in the city, in what you call the hood. We were raised there. We went to black schools. We got black education. I want to believe I'm doing well for somebody who grew up under those conditions. We would be 7 staying in a 2-roomed house and. So I'm responding to what the young man was saying. I forgot his name. I don't see him now. So immigrants come, look down on us. We're uneducated. We can't speak English. But I'm glad that in more than many African countries who speak either French or English, they can't speak their indigenous language. We still have our indigenous languages on top of the fact that we still stay with the colonizer, which is the difference with South Africa. One, we were not, we didn't sell slaves because in the South, the white men didn't come a lot to take. Instead, the colonizer came, took everything from us and what we knew. And we didn't know what we didn't know. Obviously, our ancestors, this is where we are. were colonized by the Portuguese, were colonized by French, you name it. It was then apartheid in 1945. So you can imagine how many generations it will take for us. With that history, I wanted to say to the young men, you can't be the only one right. And there are about how many people in the flat platform? Many. I don't know how many there are. And you think you are right, and everybody's telling you that you are wrong on this or that. Immigrants do suck up to whiteness. And can I not be corrected on this generalization thing? Because generalization means exactly that. That's some and some. So I'm generalizing, of course, but I'll concur with immigrants come to a place they are educated, we are not educated. We receive grants. Those grants were an alleviation after 94 because there was poverty all over. We get houses, and we're the only country, even in the first world, those things don't happen. At the time of Mandela, because the world says Mandela is the only black person who was correct, everybody else is crazy. So the immigration in a 65 million, plus the entire Africa, in general terms, is now in South Africa. What do you think is going to happen with the scarce resource that we have? We are going to fight. The white man is seated there. We are fighting immigrants. We are saying you got independence 75 years ago. You don't even stay with the colonizer. Why are you here? Because the only way to build, we fought. We're in South Africa. No, yes, there were others who went to exile. And thanks to those countries. But we stayed in camps. We never traded. We at least got education from the varsities that allowed us. But mostly we got our own democracy because it's not freedom. Because we fought, died, killed, you name it. You name it, surely you understand what I mean.
I love
Now,
TikTok
when a
shop
person
on the
says
live.
they don't know
On
American
the live,
history,
I love TikTok
when we were
shop.
taught, when we were taught
Yeah, land
American
your plane
history,
there.
and it's the same, it resonates with me, the American history, especially Black American history, because we knew just that now at least internet allows us to really connect. But we knew that we've got our family or brothers and sisters on the other side who went through a lot. Even now, maybe we are even better off. Like I'm saying, got democracy, we're able to vote. That's the best thing I can tell you we have. But we don't have the economy. That is why even in America, it's whites, refugees who
So
are
I don't
told.
know what you
They are not
heard,
Sister,
but
black
you gotta land your
refugees.
plane.
sister,
I'm
you
talking
keep
about the
going on
system,
and
not
on, sister.
individuals.
You still
Ma'am,
Can I
talking.
ma'am,
finish, John?
ma'am. I don't know what you're reading from, but you got to land your plane like right now.
I'm going to land. So I was correcting the narrative that we don't know African history, like Landy was saying, because, sorry, American history, because we were taught how Americans suffered. Immigrants, they get into a place, they go closer to whiteness or white neighborhoods. They are never where we are because they think we are thugs, we are poor, we are recipients of what is this charity? I've forgotten the name. I mean,
Welfare.
Nigerians, you don't find them in a filling station or doing these low-level jobs, but they are there. They are working. They are rich. You only find maybe Zimbabweans or these other countries
Oh, okay,
being
ma'am. We got
helpers
to,
and so on.
ma'am, we
So
got
I
to
thought
get,
I should say that. I needed to say that. Thanks. I'm
ma'am.
agreeing with immigrants.
Thank you. We
They
got to
like
get to the next
whiteness. Thank
person.
you.